Welcome back. I am Dr. Ruckus, bringing you a new deck every single day. And today we are playing Dimir Ninjas in the new Kamigawa format. Deck is interesting. It's definitely not tier 1, but it's got a lot of fun stuff to it and worth checking out. First off, we have some very cheap interaction and removal because, as you'll find, you really want your creatures to get through so that you can trigger ninjutsu, and so having cheap ways to either bounce your opponent's creatures or kill them is fantastic in this deck. You do want it really cheap. I originally had Infernal Grasp in the deck, but one is slightly more expensive than Bloodchief's Thirst for those 1 and 2 drops, and also if you're going to be playing Nashi, which can lose you a lot of life, it kind of hurts to also have Infernal Grasp in the deck. In the other 1-drop slot with our creatures, we got Network Disruptor, a 1-mana 1/1 flying rogue. When it enters the battlefield, tap target permanent, so you can tap down one of your opponent's blockers, which allows you to get through for free and ninjutsu after that. We also have Thousand Phase Shadow, which can be a 1-mana 1/1 with flying, but you can also ninjutsu it in for 4 mana. When you do this, you really want 2 attacking creatures. Let's say you have Soaring Thought Thief attacking and Network Disruptor in. You pay 4 mana to ninjutsu swap with the Network Disruptor, and then you can have it, then you can create a token, an attacking token copy of Soaring Thought Thief. So then you have Thousand Phase Shadow, Soaring Thought Thief, and a second Soaring Thought Thief token, all attacking, which is decent. That's decent, especially if both of the Soaring Thought Thieves are going off. You can pump the entire squad twice. That's a strong sequence. In the 2-drop slot, we have the Silver Fur Master, a 2-mana 2/2, probably my favorite card and artwork of these guys. Just the classic old... What is the name of the Ninja Turtles master? Man, Shredder was the enemy. I forget the name of the master. He kind of reminds me of that rat dude. But Ninjutsu 2, ninjutsu abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate, which is nice. And then other ninjas and rogue creatures you control get +1/+1, which is why you play it in the deck. Soaring Thought Thief, you should remember from a long time ago, but 2-mana 1/3 with flying, so it can't be blocked, so it can help trigger ninjutsu. And as long as your opponent has 8 or more cards in graveyard, rogues you control get +1/+0. Not everything is a rogue, but there are a decent number of rogues in the deck, so that's not too bad. And whenever one or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards, so that plays well with Zerasan, giving you more interesting options to fetch with Zerasan. In the 3-drop slot, we've just got 1 Prosperous Thief, mostly because we're not playing that many legendary Nashis. 3-mana 3/2 with Ninjutsu 2. Whenever one or more ninja or rogue creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Seems okay, you know. You get in with your flying 1/1, if you can ninjutsu in Prosperous Thief, and now you're making treasure every turn. That's decent. Unfortunately, the Thief itself does not have flying, so you kind of just get that 1 free treasure, and then you're SOL, shit out of luck, unless you have another way to remove their stuff off the board. Biting Palm Ninja, very interesting. Seems okay, right? 3-mana 3/3, Ninjutsu 3. So you try to ninjutsu it in, maybe you bounce back your own Network Disruptor back to your hand. It gets in for damage. It had a menace counter. You can take the menace counter off of it. You can only do this once, and then your opponent reveals their hand, and you exile a non-land card from it. So this is kind of like the key part of the deck, because it explains the biggest, you know, kind of con to playing ninjas, and that is every time you ninjutsu something in, instead of developing your board, you're, you know, only keeping your board in roughly the same state. So if you're attacking with a Network Disruptor and a Soaring Thought Thief, instead of, you know, going 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, okay, now you have 3 creatures on the board, you're going 1-drop, 2-drop, and then you remove Network Disruptor from the board to play Biting Palm Ninja. So now you just have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. And so the con is that you now have 1 fewer creature on the board, and the pro is that, well, now Biting Palm Ninja lets you strip a card out of your opponent's hand. But it is a big con to ninjas that you continually, instead of developing your board, you always remove a card from your board in order to ninjutsu in. So the payoff needs to be pretty big, and this payoff is okay. Certainly very good against control, where you know, you can just take out their next sweeper that they're planning to use against you. It's okay against aggro, but it's really tough not to have your board developed against aggro, and having field presence tends to be a lot more important against them. That's my thoughts on that. That's the thoughts on the deck in the general. It's not going to be tier 1 because in effect that does not help you develop your board unless it has a significant payoff. Like Zerasan's payoff is pretty good, makes it less playable. So then we have Nashi, a 3-mana 3/2, has ninjutsu for 4 mana. Usually these are the same or cheaper, but this ninjutsu is more expensive. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of each player's library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. So that's a classic line of text that should scream to you, oh my god, I can play cards for free by only paying life instead of mana? That's insane. And it should be. It's tough in like a 20 life format that, that actually is not impossibly easy, especially when your board, isn't always strongly developed. So your opponent is getting in for damage every turn if it is any kind of aggressive deck. So that's interesting. I think you have to play this card because the potential of playing cards for free off of either you or your opponent's deck is very high. But it's interesting that this really competes with a slot for Xerath Zan because they both have essentially Ninjutsu 4, even though you can hard cast Nashi for 3. But you don't really want to be doing that because a 3-mana 3/2 doesn't end up getting in for damage that often anyway, so you would prefer to ninjutsu it in if possible. Xerath Zan, on the other hand, is a 5-mana 4/4 with flash. Instead of flashing it in, you could instead ninjutsu it in for 4 mana, which is, as you know, return an unblock attacking rogue you control, by the way. It only works with rogues, not ninjas. Put Xerath Zan, the trickster, from your hand on the battlefield tapped and attacking. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. This is the payoff, right? You remove a card from your battlefield to play Xerath Zan. That's not good, but then you get, for free, any permanent out of your opponent's graveyard right onto the battlefield under your control. That's like the level of payoff that all the Ninjutsu cards need to have. All right, we kind of see it with Biting Palm Ninja. Remove a card from the battlefield, take one out of their hand. Nashi lets get to cards for free. It is tough to lose your board, though. So, I mean, this card's pretty good, and if you can strip something great out of their graveyard and you fill their graveyard with Soaring Thought Thief, then you're doing it, and it feels good. So, I think definitely want this card in the deck. It's just interesting that it competes with Nashi in the 4-mana Ninjutsu slot, and so I think for that reason, I'd probably take some Nashis out of the deck. It didn't crazy impress me today, and I didn't see it in full action. At least a 5-mana 4/4 can get in for damage on its own, but a 3-mana 3/2 really can't get in for damage on its own that often. So I'd probably cut Nashi, maybe 1 or 2 copies, and I would maybe something like this, and I actually would try Kaido out, which I didn't try in this deck because it just seems like this is really an aggressive deck. I think like there is no card advantage built into the deck, right? So man, it's so slow, right? 3 mana, drop a Planeswalker, probably -2 it. So now you've got a 3 mana, make a 1/1 that can't be blocked. Not amazing, but that means you get a free non-blocking creature next turn, so it triggers your Unite's Ninjutsu. That's good. And because you're attacking with the Ninjutsu, your +1 will be draw a card, and you then will not have to discard a card because you can attack with the unblockable ninja. And it's phases out for the first turn, so you get a freebie even if you minus it by 2 down to 1. They can't kill it for a full turn. Then you set up. But I don't know. Is that enough? 3 mana, make a 1/1, draw a card. And maybe you can draw some more cards over the course of the game. Maybe they kill it on turn 2 after it, and it doesn't end up phasing out. It does not strike me as the best Planeswalker ever created, but there is no other card draw in the deck, and that free 1/1 unblockable does help you get your next Ninjutsu in. So maybe it's worth playing, and maybe it's better than Nashi just because Nashi kind of competes with Xerath Zan. Not sure. I would try 2 of these out, but on the surface, it does not look incredible to me. You should also probably play a sideboard consisting of lessons, just because with Xerath Zan, you can't hit something that would allow you to learn, so it's worth including something like that. Anyway, that's the deck. Not tier 1. Fun to play around with ninjas. A lot of the new cards are very fun, very good artwork. Silver Furmaster looks sweet. Thousand Face Shadow, sweet artwork. So there's a lot to love and lots to try out. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Let's dive right in. Well, no black mana. I guess we can scry with Fading Hope to try to get there. Tough keep. Not an amazing keep by any stretch of the imagination. Do hit black mana though. Okay. We are doing it. Ninja comes down. Just flying, no flash. What could this be? Ooh, alright, little Boros action. Omed Don Ho. Rahilda. Okay. Let's see. Well, we really don't want to give him a whole lot off that. Probably just Blood Chief's Thirst here. Alright, you go down. Get in there for 1. Hold Fading Hope. Try not to hold stick there. Rahilda part 2. Okay. Well, you're going back to the hand. I guess you want anything other than land at this point. That's a land. Let's try something else. Alright. At least you're not legendary, I guess. Blue. What do we need? I guess we need more double black, right? Yeah, I'll do double black. Plus we have Otawara in hand as well. Okay, here we go. We're about to get a ton of ninjutsu stacked up. Ooh, the Whelp as well. Interesting. They attack us, of course. Man, do I ninjutsu you in or just get all of these guys down. I think we just get them all down, honestly. I mean, how are they going to deal with this, right? Like, that's a lot, man. Next turn, maybe flash in the Biting Palm Ninja for the 1000 Phase Shadow if they don't block it. They're probably incentivized to block one of the Fur Masters, though. Nadar. Okay. So, we just have lethal here, right? No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Alright, it's the Silver Fur Master, the old rat Ninja Yoda just popping off that game. Okay, not bad. Hopefully get to see the Biting Palm Ninja in action this game. Soaring Thought Thief. Thought Thief. Pup. Okay. Fine. Ooh. That's going to be cool, too. Alright, let's get the Thought Thief online. We can attack and either play Nashi and use our life to play cards off the top of our library. That's scary, but awesome. Sick. Oh, it's actually Ninjutsu 4. So this one we're probably Biting Palm Ninja. Ranger class. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing here. This one attacks, too. Alright, let's play you out, I suppose. Interesting. Okay. Here comes the ninja. Let's try it out. Yeah, take action. So they have plenty of land. Yeah, we're definitely just going to take the Stormseeker. Alright, that wasn't bad. Did they just top deck another one? Is that what just happened? Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, they just top decked another one. Okay. Great. Now, we do have Fading Hope and Bloodchief's Thirst. Probably would prefer to Bloodchief's Thirst this guy. Attack with a Biting Palm. They have to chump block. I think I like that. Play you on black. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing here. Kick you. Take out the Stormseeker. They have to chump block here. I don't think they have a choice. Yep, chump block it is. Alright. Ninja doing okay here. Not bad. Got a great hand. We're doing okay. We are down to 14, though. I don't know about this Nashi card, but I really want to try it out. If they attack and we can bounce their thing with Fading Hope, like, we're going to be in an awesome position. For Hilda. Okay. And the Liberator. Again, we can force them into a chump block. And we can even tap one down as well. The thing is, the only thing we're going to take with this is a land, which we don't really care about anyway. So I'd rather play Nashi. I think what I want to do... So if we Fading Hope the Liberator, they're incentivized to block with Rahilda. If we bounce Rahilda, they have to block with the Liberator, which is pretty good, actually. Alright, I think we'll do that instead. Don't need more land. Man, if we tap them down, though, that's really quite good. Then we get rid of Rahilda for good, which isn't bad. Alright, I guess that's the new plan. Alright. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, it's only when they lose the menace counter? Whoops. Too bad. Otherwise, the card would be much better. Rahilda returns. Okay, they're going to attack with a 3-3 this turn. What do you think about Nashi? Should we play Nashi? 4 cards in grave. That gets them to 8, which pumps all of our rogues, but not ninjas. Interesting. Sure. Alright, 3-3 required. No blocks here, I don't think. Do we play Nashi and lose life to play something off the top of the deck? I think we probably do. And we have enough black actually to do both, right? Yes, we do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This should pump squad a little bit. All right, a lot of 3/3s. That's not bad. I think we will play the Nashi in for the Disruptor, I guess. Very close game. I guess what would kill us is like a... Really, any haste threat off the top could be a big issue. They chump block. Is that it? They should double block with Rahilda, right? Wow. That was an artifact or enchantment? Oh yeah, we didn't have enough mana to do this anyway, because it is Ninjutsu 4, so just playing them out like this. Big brain, artifact creature. Okay. Marnea's Caligar pulling out all the stops here. Green. I think they're just taking their scry at this point. One to the top, they like that. Tenacious Pup. Cannot block all of our flyers, though. Who's getting in there, though? Do they hold? They read Nashi, yeah. Whenever it deals damage, exile the top card of each player's library. Unfortunately, we can't really get in with that against Rahilda. We'll need some kind of removal spell here. Do they attack with Ranger class is the question. They can get their wolf up to a 4/4, which makes it difficult to tango with. 2-0, and we have Zareth's on. Ooh, that's nasty. Unblocked creature. Yeah, I guess we'll do that, right? Do we want to trade off the Biting Pole Ninja? I suppose so. We just want to get him low on resources. So go like this. Mill them out. 2 blockers. Get something nasty from the graveyard. That's 9 damage presented. We can't attack with this guy because that's a free first strike block from Hilda. Yeah, I guess you really want to ninjutsu this guy in. Much less go you just play him flat. Pretty weak as a 3-mana 3/2. Can't really get through that easily. Alright, they want to trade there. So here comes you. Ninjutsu. You come back. Decreases our damage a little bit this turn. I guess actually it's the same. Maybe goes up. Goes up by 1. Okay, who's the most obnoxious thing to deal with? You at least have first strike. Tovolar. Yeah, I think we'll take you. Take action. Alright, Rahilda actually flips, but I think we pretty much got him here. Reckless Stormseeker, that's the perfect top deck for them. 7 damage. 9 damage on the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. All we have to do is not die right now. And you don't have trample. So it does not really matter. That's 6 damage, and they get to play something. I think we definitely want to block here. And we can happily take 6, I think. Trample, Vigilance, Haste, yeah. Alright, down to 3. We have him here, though. Yeah. Play the Soaring Thought Thief. This then is a 3/3 and flying, and maybe have them regardless, but not bad. No complaints here. I wonder if we get to play Nashi this turn, or this game. Start here. See if they give us a 2-drop to hit. Ranger class. Where does that fit in our priority list? I guess they can fight one of our thing is, but it's less mana efficient. I think I'd rather get the mill game going. Try to get something juicy off of Zareth San when the time comes. We can't ninjutsu you in. You're for ninjutsu. Huh. I guess if we had played the Silver Furmaster, we actually could have played Nashi on turn 3, which is interesting. No blocks. Hold open 1 mana. I think we'll wait till after combat, see if there's stick. So I think I'm going to go Fur Master plus Bloodchief's Thirst this turn. Can Nashi the following turn, maybe? I'm not feeling any stick here. I don't think there's stick. Nope, there isn't. All right, nice. So this coming turn, we can attack with both and either Zareth San in. Roaring Earth. Whenever land is battlefield control. Counter. Okay. Cemetery Prowler. All right. I wonder if they decrease their own graveyard. They do. What answers do we have for that? Another Soaring Thought Thief isn't bad. We can also Ninja in Nashi. Is that worth it? I don't know. We're doing pretty well with the Thought Thieves. If we just keep that train rolling, like, what are they going to do? Plus, we might be able to get something good off of Zareth San at some point. I think I'd rather keep that train rolling. Yeah, we'll just go like this. Alright, Pup. Alright, Pack Leader's pretty good if we need to Zareth San. Okay, that's going to hurt a little bit. Are we chump blocking here? 11 damage. Probably. Now, if we don't, we can Zareth San off the Silver Fur Master. Get back a blocker to chump block with the following turn. And if they have removal, then we just straight up lose. We haven't seen removal all game, so I think that's a top deck it. So I think we're taking it. As dumb as that sounds. 11 brings us down to 6. No, we can't do that. That doesn't work. That math doesn't work like that. All right, we got a chump block here. Down to 12. More lands. I don't know. I mean, we could Nashi this turn. For 4. Let's see what we can get here. Troll. Troll is a 4/4. This could hit a removal spell. I think this is just better for us at this point. Chump block for 1 turn. Then hit him for how much? This will bring them... What is that? That's like... Let's try Nashi out. I'm doing it. I'm making the executive call here. All right, Nashi, give me something good. Sure. Whew. Don't have anything on our sideboard. No lessons. So we drop one of our Zareth Sans. Maybe we drop one of these off? Because we are looking for a removal spell. Didn't get there. We do have a 5/4 blocker now, which can chump block one of these guys. We're almost dead, though. Yeah, that's game. Hasty threats. Didn't quite get there. So we go block, takes... Yeah, it's game. Okay, not bad. The Silver Fur Master. Dude is kind of sweet. Okay, yeah, I guess we're going blue first. Flying. Yeah, we'll start with you, I suppose. 1/1 acquired. Could save it till later, but it's okay. Ruined Crab. It is mill. Interesting. I think we'll just get the Fur Master down. This can pump squad later. All right, let's get in there. Here we go. The mill versus mill battle. All right, to leave mana open here. Rat Ninja. Neither of these are rogues. Now, we can actually bounce the crab. I don't think we actually need to do that. We'll just tap this guy down. Attack with non-rogues. We can flash in Soaring Thought Thief on their turn. Looks like we're going to kill one of these. Probably the Fur Master. Yep. We can actually bounce it if we wanted to. How valuable is that? That's kind of not terrible, actually. I like that guy. Let's try to save him. We're not going to have much use for our Fading Hope anyway. I don't think we need more of that. Doesn't even let us, like, double spell both these next turn anyway. Alright, slow clock here. 48 cards remaining. Scratch that. 45. 2-0 again. We do have Blitzchief's Thirst, though. Uses our only black mana. Which sucks. But since they're probably holding up removal anyway, it's not the worst thing. Let's try it. Fading Hope their own crab, sure. Yeah, awkward mana. Again, I did that because I assumed that they might have removal anyway, so I'd rather them waste removal on one of these cards than one of our more valuable 2-drops anyway. What is that, a 15? Crab returns. Double crab. I guess we can bounce the first crab while we have the opportunity. Yeah, we'll take that so we can double spell this turn. Blue. Alright, we slowed down one crab. We'll get in a decent amount of damage and mill this turn. Fur Master online. More stick here. Drop the Thought Thief as well. Okay, let's see where they place their removal if they've got it. 2 cards milled. Opponent has 4 in the grave currently. Alright, Fading Hope the Fur Master, so be it. 1 to the top, interesting. Opponent got 13. Alright, we're actually doing okay here. Another crab returns. I mean, if they're not comboing off, then it's a very different game. The Ninja as well, that's huge. We can strip them of, yeah, let's go for that instead. I think that's the play. We'll bounce the Shadow, and then we can copy one of these guys, actually. Let's try it. Alright, do they have removal? That'll suck. But if they don't, we can take one of their key cards that they're planning to copy. That's big. Alright, they Fading Hope. That's okay. We can repeat next turn. And if they have a combo piece in their hand, we're going to strip them of it. And if they don't, then it doesn't matter anyway. So we're in a pretty good position here. Alright, they straight up go for the mill here. Wow. Okay. Well, the plot has thickened. We no longer care about their hand. We're just trying to get in damage right now. If we Ninjutsu you in to get double Soaring Thought Thief, is that better? 4 damage. That's 6 right now. I don't think that they can kill us in the next 2 turns. Oh, this costs 1 less. Oh, I can copy the Thought Thief? All right, let's put you in. Nice. Wow. Very cool. Okay, sweet. We got there. So we copied the Soaring Thought Thief. It did it automatically because there were no choices, and it came in tapped and attacking. So we got there. Cool. If you liked that video, click on one of these two next. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time.